Hello and welcome in everybody. My name is Michael Martin and today is June 29th, 2020. And just quickly looking outside, I can see it's a damp, overcast, murky day. Yes, it's washing day Monday. Right, this is just a quick tips broadcast. It's not the board swap out that I promised. This is a quick tips broadcast, and it's in reply to a question that I get asked quite a lot, and that is, what is the best antivirus software? The truth is, the best antivirus software is the one that you're using, the one that you've got on your system that's doing what you want, protecting you right now. There is no single antivirus program that is 100% the best. Every one of them have got positive and negative points about them. What is important right across the board through all these applications is that when you install it, you have it configured correctly. Many users do not realize that there are certain services within the program that are not turned on by default. Different vendors have different ways of configuring their applications as to how they think the user might want it. But at the end of the day, you, the user, are the one that's protecting your system, and you need to ensure that the services that you want are actually turned on. Now, a lot of people feel intimidated by this. They think, well, I don't really want to touch it because I might break something. You won't actually break anything. The purpose of my channel is to encourage you to take charge of your PCs and the applications that run on your PCs, so that you don't need to go out calling tech and paying out money to press a couple of buttons that you could have done yourself. I'm here to encourage you to take charge of your PC. So, ensuring that your antivirus application is configured correctly is one sure way to start making sure that your system is protected. But like I said, none of them are 100%. Now, right now, many of you out there are watching this broadcast, and believe it or not, you've no clue, you have no idea that your system is actually infected. Now, when I say infected, I don't mean particularly anything nasty, but you could have some piece of software that's spying on you, some piece of adware that you didn't know that you have, or there may be some application that you did not or intentionally put on your system that is using your resources, your internet, your RAM, your CPU to some extent. That some company uses this information to make profit off you. So you might say, well, how do I know? Is it not obvious? Unfortunately, guys, no, it's not. You see, good adware, good viruses, good ransomware, and good malware, malicious software, if it's good, but luckily some of these people, idiots that are writing these programs are morons, if it's good, you don't know that it's there. Yeah? So you're going to say, well, how do I know? How can I find out? Well, there's a free tool, and it's a company called MCSoft. Let me see if I can get this image up here. MCSoft. Here you go. And it's a free download that you run, yeah? It's a free download that you run. It's called the MCSoft Emergency Kit. And you just run it. It doesn't even install, it just runs, and it will scan your system. It doesn't matter what antivirus you have or don't have, you just leave everything alone. You don't have to change or disable anything. You can download the MCSoft Emergency Software Kit and just run it. You can just go to Google, type in MCSoft Emergency Kit, as you see it there. There's no strings attached. It's a free software. They don't even want any information from you. No email, nothing. Now that's how important MCSoft takes your security. And then when the scan's done, if the product finds anything, it will remove it. It will remove what it finds. Then you can erase the product after a reboot, so you have a nice clean system again. Again, I say the product's not installed, and I recommend that you do this at least twice a year, depending on how active you are. A minimum of twice a year, just so you get a second opinion. Because while your antivirus may be good today, it may not be so great next month. Don't forget, as they update, as they update the applications, some applications get better, some get worse. It all depends. But how do you know? You don't need to. You don't need to do anything. You just need an unbiased second opinion. And the fact that it's free in this case, free is good, but free is also temporary, right? It's just for you to run the scan. Now, like I said, when it's done running, anything that it finds, it will get rid of for you. And it should make you wonder, depending on what it finds and how many it finds. I mean, if it only finds 1 or 2 files, that's not so bad. Every single application will leave remnants behind. There's no denying. I'm not going to tell you that, it doesn't, because then that would be the perfect antivirus software if it never left remnants behind. But they all do, every single one of them. But if it's leaving lots and lots, if you're finding that if you think, well, this is ridiculous, there's like about 30, 40 pieces of adware that my system just ain't fine. Well, then you should start questioning yourself, do I really want to keep running this antivirus software? Because obviously, I'm paying for it and it's not doing what I do. So it's things that you might want to think about. I myself personally, I run the Windows Defender one, the one that comes actually with Windows. It's paid for and it's just as good. I know years back it wasn't the best, and a lot of people scoffed at it, and even myself, I was dubious about it. But now it's come on and improved so much that now I'm finding that I don't have to keep shelling out for third-party antivirus software, paying 50, 60 quid, whatever it is, and then every year I've got to pay for definition updates and all the rest of it. And then if they say, oh, that program now is no longer, it's superseded by another program, it means you've got to buy another program. You've got to buy the program again, an updated version, because the one that run the application that run with 2017 or 2016 is no longer compatible with 2018 because they've changed it and they built it from the ground up. I've then got to go out and buy that again, plus the definition on top of it again. That's more outlay. And the thing is, Windows Defender, the built-in antivirus application, is absolutely, it runs just as well, if not better, than some of these third-party paid-for applications, and you get it free. Well, I say you get it free, it's not free actually, because when you pay your license, it's involved in it. That's part of it. So you've actually paid for that application, and then what you then do is go out and buy a third-party application. So you're running 2 antivirus programs. What's the point that you're paying for, and it's still missing all these trackers, and spyware applications? So MCSoft will, it'll give you a heads up and say, hey, look, this is what's running on your system, and it's not benefiting you one way or the other, and these things are what your actual virus program sees as, it sees these unwanted programs, but it's not removing them. So you're getting things. So that's when you end up with things like pop-ups on the screen. When you see these adverts pop up, we call them potentially unwanted programs. Pop-ups, potentially unwanted programs, pups. Ah, pups cute. Pups are cute, aren't they? Pups are cute, aren't they? Yeah, well, no, guys, not these kinds of pups. You don't want these kinds of pups. I've never seen intentionally unwanted pups. I've seen definitely not wanted pups, but not unintentionally. So I'll you've seen the I'll put that screenshot back up. So and then what I'll do is I'll put a link below the video so you can grab and run it on your device. As I said, it doesn't install, it just cleans. And what I would suggest is the more confident you are that you feel this is clean, then I suggest you keep running it again, so that you actually know, so that you're not just having faith. You can actually see scientific evidence that this third-party unrelated utility scanned the machine and found it to clean. Yeah, if it does, then that's wonderful, that's great, but at least you know scientifically, not just how you feel. So the STOP emergency kit, completely free, does not install, and it will give you a free unbiased second opinion to whatever security software you've got now. And if use comes up with a bunch, and if use comes up with a bunch of stuff, or even one thing, that may be one thing too many. So remember, guys, different programs protect differently. Yeah, and how you use a computer and what level of acceptability, it's all varying and depending on the user. So guys, that's my quick tips for today. Yeah, about antivirus. So if anybody out there tells you that there is one antivirus that's the best, remember that may be in their opinion. That's for them. You don't know what kind of system they've got. They might have a system that's absolutely top of the range, bleeding edge technology. You know, it probably got something like about 128k of RAM, and you know, it's probably got a Threadripper processor in it or something, which, you know, in a blink of an eye does everything, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't impact it. Your system may not. And don't forget, the older your systems are, with these modern applications, they need more resources. So that may be part of the problem as well. So you should look at that. 9 times out of 10, look at home first before looking elsewhere. So just check out your system's resources. See what you got. Have you got 8 gigs of RAM, or have you got 16 gig of RAM? You know, the application might say you should have a minimum of 16 gig of RAM. So then obviously when it's doing background operations, that's when you could find you being impacted, depending on what you're running yourself at the time. Because ideally these things should do behind the scenes scanning. You know, the scanning behind the scenes all the time, and it shouldn't be impacting your system, shouldn't be slowing you down. But like I say, if you only got 8 gigs of RAM when you need 16, then you could start seeing issues. Yeah, your applications that you're using is stuttering, slowing down, or not going as fast. Programs are not opening as quickly as they should do. A save is taking, when you save a file, it's probably taking you 15 seconds instead of the normal 5 or 7 seconds, depending on how large it is, whatever it is you were doing. So there you go, guys. So as I say, guy, until the next time, until that board swap out comes out, yeah, until I've got that, I'll see you then, and take care of yourself, look after yourself, look after each other, and maybe soon we'll all be in a pub having a pint together. Okay, so until then, bye for now. Bye guys.